Today we're going to attempt to replace this door handle, and the reason I say attempt is because these doors on garages are particularly thin. The door handle we ordered says it will work, so we're going to try that. Now, you ask, well, why are you doing this? Well, on any metal garage, these doors, these doorknobs are very slippery, and a lot of times they fit tightly, so you have to kind of push in to pull out. So we've got a door handle that actually goes like this, but also, I want to have the ability to punch in a code to be able to get in here. So we're going to attempt that today. The door handle that we purchased from Amazon is a Yamaree that's a smart lock. We'll put that link in the description below. So our first step in replacing this is actually pulling off the existing knob. So we're going to do that first. This is the existing piece from the door. You can see there's no flange on it. This is the new one. I wanted to leave this in here, but it actually, well, actually it might work. So I was actually hoping to use the existing piece, but the new piece that actually goes between the doorknobs is just a touch too big to fit into that to turn it. So the new one, you can see that it fits in correctly. Now, my question is, when I put this in here, obviously it fits in that way, but will it close? So what I did is, what you need to do is look at the door itself and look at the spacing. So you're looking at the spacing between this part of the door and here to see if that would go through without this catching, and it will. So we will be able to use that. And now we're gonna go ahead and proceed with the normal installation of the door. Obviously you can follow the instructions, but I'm gonna show you what you have to do as you go along. There's actually this bolt that goes in between, and you can see on here it's got a little spring-loaded piece, and it's got some different holes that can go in, so that actually goes in and locks in. Then you've got the inside. Now what I've done is I've taken the cover off this. This is where the batteries will go. This will go on the outside of the door. This will go on the inside of the door. Okay, and we'll push this through and we'll connect it into the actual spot before we screw it in. So now what I'm going to do before I go over to put my stuff in, I'm going to get all my little pieces out here to make sure what I have and what I don't have. So our next thing is to put these two positioning columns in place, and we're going to screw those on. Now it says to put these two on. In here you also have 3 additional. They're a little different color, they're gold. These will come on later, but first thing we're gonna do is on each side of this, they actually just screw on, and those will allow everything to remain in the right position so the doorknob doesn't swing around too much, and it goes through the existing holes in the latch piece. Now we're going to put the piece in that you'll actually screw the other side of the latch into. So these will screw on as well. But once you have these 3 pieces on, they have threading for the bolt to come through from the other side where the handle will be on the inside. So we're going to put all 3 of these in place. Again, when you're doing this, these are more of the gold looking colored ones, at least in this particular package, and the placeholders are the silvery looking ones. So it looks like we have our 3 bolts that will actually come in eventually as we have the different pieces that come on and sandwich the door. Now this is the way that it's going to mount into our door. The numbers are up where you can see them. There is a set screw in here if you have to flip it around to the other side depending on the orientation of your door. So it will work on either orientation. So now what I'm going to do is there's a little wire piece here. I'm going to put that in up above, and then I am going to try to slide. That's not going to work. I'm going to have to make that longer. On these, these are adjustable. Okay, so I just pulled that out. I need to continue to be this way. I'm not screwing this into place yet because I don't want to hinder the movement of what's going to go on. I want to make sure I get this all in place first. Okay. So now I've got that in place. Okay. So the next thing is we're going to put the electrical connection up into here. So it looks like it will go in like this. I'll kind of twist it because it wants to go the other way. Okay, so we've got that in there. Now, making sure that the rubber ring stays in place, I'm going to push this in and sandwich the two pieces. Now, this is where we take our 3 bolts and make sure that we get those lined up appropriately. And for this, you won't want to use your drill. You'll want to use just a regular Phillips head screwdriver. So there's going to be a little orientation movement here to where we get it lined up. Once I get that started, I'm going to actually put in the remaining screws and before I screw that all the way in, I just want to make sure that before I sink anything down, I can get everything in. Now we're going to secure this, and I'm going to do this by pre-drilling a small hole in the center.
Locked.
One thing to be aware of is that the exterior does not open, the interior does, until you actually program it. So you have to program it to get the exterior to work. So be careful not to have something where it shuts and locks in just in case. Okay, so now we're going to follow the instructions to program the lock. Okay, so works very well. It's easy to program. Now, one note, if you want to use it on a system like Alexa, or if you want to be able to lock your door from a distance where you're not within Bluetooth range, you need to purchase a gateway, which is about $35 on Amazon, that goes with this, and it will do multiple devices. We'll link that in the description below. All in all, a good product. You can do the fingerprint as well as a code. I would recommend always doing a code definitely with it, because sometimes the fingerprint stuff doesn't work, and especially if you do a lot of things with your hands like I do, my fingerprints are different all the time because I'm constantly cutting up my fingers. Another cool thing, the unit comes with 2 keys as well as 2 fobs that you can put on your keychain. And all in all, it's a pretty easy install, maybe 15-20 minutes. Usually the first one takes a little bit longer because you're just reading the directions to make sure you don't screw it up. And then, because we're putting 2 in, so the second one's much quicker. Okay, so one other quick thing is I had an existing fob for my front door, and you can actually program any fob that you already have. That's pretty cool. So now I don't have to have 15 fobs on my keychain. Remember, doing things yourself, unlocking things with your thumb and your finger allows you to be free. See you in the next project.